Imagine doubling the effectiveness of your hybrid training in half the time. Sounds good, right? Today I'm gonna tell you 3 tips to supercharge your hybrid training, to maintain and grow your size, and run faster. Let's hop into it. Hybrid training has been the trend for a while now, because not a lot of people are believers yet. The thing is about hybrid training, it sounds so good to be true. That's why not a lot of people support it. I was one of those people, but according to my experience, hybrid training, when done right, it works. Today I'm gonna tell you 3 tips that help me put on size and increase my running performance in the same time within 2 months. Let's start right away. Tip number 1, it's all about the calorie surplus. You have to fuel yourself. I'm talking above maintenance with 200 to 300 calories a day. That's after your exercise. So imagine if your maintenance is 2000 calories just to stand and live and walk and breathe, etc. Add on top of those, say 1000 calories running and lifting. So you have to consume every day 3,300 at minimum. I would say don't exceed 3,500, not more than 500 surplus a day after your exercise. That's within a margin of error, keeps you well fueled and in a good surplus. Not too much fat will be gained. You have to fuel yourself. Don't be afraid of eating more quality food. Don't eat junk. I'm talking about all the calories from clean food. Tip number 2, you have to space it out. What I recommend is running in the morning and lifting in the afternoon with 2 meals in between. That will keep your intensity high in both sessions and will give you the capacity to push further because you will have enough time to recover and fuel up in between. Tip number 3, you have to lift with focusing on the intensity, not the volume. You have to lift some heavy ass weights. Don't do some junk volume. Don't do a lot of sets. It will not give you any benefits. We left the cardio for the morning, the running in the morning. When you lift weights, each muscle group, I would suggest 3 exercises, 3 sets each, as heavy as you can go. Heavy weights, high intensity. 9 sets on 3 exercises for each muscle group. That's more than enough. And progressive overload, baby. Each session, go as hard as you can and try to go harder than last time. That's why I always recommend to keep record of the weights and the sets. Don't just wing it. No, you will not remember the weights and the reps. Log everything on your notes on your phone or write it on a small notepad. Personally, I do the notepad thing. I'm old school, baby. And each session, try to go above and harder than last session to keep your muscle growing and the size growing. That also applies in the running. Try to push further each session. But in the running, I try to push further each week. Not every session, day by day. I'm talking week by week. Each week, if you cannot add kilometers, add more base, increase the speed, etc. Just try to push harder each week for running. And for the weights, try to increase each session. Each muscle group, I would train at least twice a week. And that's it for today. Try these steps and let me know what you found, what works for you in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful, please drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow this baby. And as we always say, Mikhail is always rooting for you, baby. I'll see you in the next one.
Bitch, I get high. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Bron. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like yeah. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Bron.